Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Peace and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. It's going to be another in transit lesson. Quick hit on the way to the job site. And I wanted to go into this topic that complacency is the enemy of success. Complacency is the enemy of success. All right. And we always want to be progressing, walking forward, moving forward in its truth and in anything in life. You don't want to be stagnant, because complacency is something that leaves you in your comfort zone. I'm complacent. You got somebody that worked at McDonald's or wherever for years and years and years. And listen, I ain't knocking having a job, but you're supposed to progress in life. Okay, not just be in the same place. And applying it to this truth is the same way. You know, like the first time we went through the scriptures, you know, we were all babes, right? And we still are babes now. We were newborns when we first went into the scriptures. And now, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, we're able to go into it more in depth. And every time you go into these, you go into the same scriptures, but yet, and it's really the same message to obey the Lord, to fear the Lord. That's the message, you know, to fear the Lord and keep his commandments. Okay. And the consequences of not doing that. And what we can go into different commentaries now. We can go into the Hebrew a little more in depth. We understand and can read the Lashman Kodash more. So that's called progressing, becoming better. So we don't want to be complacent, man. And it's knowledge and wisdom and understanding. Okay? Stagnant. Not striving to do better. No, and the scripture says to give diligence. Give diligence to make your calling of election sure. So that's something. Diligent means to do something continuously and carefully. So if you're doing something continuously and carefully, you're going to get better at it. So where speaking on the highways and hedges now is like second nature. Studying is like second nature. It doesn't have to be forced. You know? Being a brother is like second nature. After doing something for a certain amount of time, it's just like throwing a jab or a cross. After a while, that's why Bruce Lee, which every brother knows he's a Jake. Bruce Lee had that famous quote that I'm not afraid of the man that has practiced many different combinations and punches and kicks and techniques. I'm afraid of the man that has practiced one technique 1,000 times, because that means you're going to be lethal when it comes to that. So that comes with finding our niche, finding our sweet spot in this truth, the things that the gifts that the Lord gave us. That's a huge part of this truth as well. Finding, hey, the scripture said, man's gift making room for him, right? So brothers will know you for, oh, this brother, he has this type of talent. If I want this type of edification, I'm gonna go to this brother. If I want to learn about history, I'm gonna go to that brother. If I want to learn about, or if I want to be exhorted, if I want to be comforted, I'm gonna go to this brother. That's his talent, his gift. If I want to go into the Lashwan Kodash and learn more about that, I'm gonna go to this brother because that's his gift. But do you think the brothers that have those gifts, that they just had it and they just sat on it and just said, yeah, I got it, so, you know? No, they continuously work on it, man. Just like training, just like anything. The more you do it, the better you're going to be at it. You think Floyd Mayweather was complacent on his way to becoming 50-0 champ? All right. With numerous title defenses. It's one thing to win the title, and it's another thing to defend the title. See? Now we're gonna find out who the elect is when Yahweh Shai comes back. But one thing we can say is we know that what the elect would be doing. They would be striving for greatness. They would be focused on a mission with none of these other people on this earth can understand. That mission, that level, because even the hardest combat fighters, man, they can't endure in this truth. All right. And you have brothers that are obviously into martial arts, boxing, whatever, that are in the faith. But the point being that these guys that are known to be these celebrities that are known for that are known to be, the more Floyd Mayweathers, he can't endure in this truth because this requires a spiritual strength, not just physical strength, man. All right, now it's good to be physically strong. The scriptures say bodily exercise profiteth little. That means that it still profits something. All right, but we want to get these spiritual reps in and not be complacent, man. The dumb guys, they can't endure. Dudes that have gotten to the top of their industries, top of their amongst their peers of their particular vocations, whether it be and you have to be able to deny the things that you want in this life. Okay? Because we won by receiving this knowledge of wisdom and understanding. We already have a victory. We have to see it through, though. Okay? It's like winning the championship, but then you got to defend the title. So we got to defend the gospel. We can't just receive it and say, all right, I won already. Look, I received the truth. Many men have received the truth and fallen out. Why? Because they were complacent. All right? Why did the Lord tell Peter 3 times to feed his sheep? Because the Lord wanted to drill in the fact that, of course, now Peter knew the Lord was dealing with him. You know, the head of the church, but the Lord Yahweh Shai wanted to keep him humble and remind him of the most important thing, which is to feed his sheep. If you love me, feed my sheep. Show and prove, man. Because you can say a lot, man, but at the end of the day, actions is going to speak louder than anything. All right? Actions speak louder than words, man. You might have your doubt. At times, the doubt demon might attack you, but the faith coupled with the works is what's going to keep you solid. Hey, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of that time. Knowledge and wisdom is going to have you progressing in this thing, man. It's going to have us progressing in this knowledge of wisdom and understanding. Whenever a doubt demon attacks me, the Lord draws my attention to the work that he's having me do. To see, well, you know what? At the end of the day, hey, I'm still in this. I'm still fighting, man. Even when you're on the brink of collapse, if you're still in this thing, you're still in it, man. You still got to fight. You can still got a fighting chance to get to that crown of life. And to remember that, yeah, hey, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has me doing the right thing, man. Still, even though these doubt demons are attacking me and I'm dealing with affliction and I'm dealing with this and that, hey, the Lord still has me in his truth. I'm still calling upon his name. I'm still calling upon the names Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. I'm still studying to show myself approved. A workman in need of not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. And we want to be approved unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, not just to show off. I'm the shit. I'm gonna show off. A lot of jakes get this truth and they just want to become Mr. Show Off. It ain't about that. It's about being approved by the Lord, man. All right. We don't want to be complacent, man. Because that is the enemy of success. And even in business, man, you may have had a certain level of success, but then you become complacent and you lose everything that you worked so hard for. See, we don't want to be of that mindset, of that spirit, because that's a worldly spirit. We want to go the extra mile for the Lord, man. You're reading some scriptures, like you might be reading Jeremiah or Isaiah. Go into the commentary, see what it says. Go into the Hebrew, see what the the word that may have piqued your interest. See what the spirit, follow the spirit at the end of the day, man. That's the best advice. Because the scripture says that the Lord speaks to men uh, multiple times, roughly paraphrasing, but men perceive it not. And that it can even apply to us sometimes. Sometimes the Lord is trying to show you something, drop a gem for you, but sometimes because of our own sottishness or our own unwillingness to go that extra mile, we miss out. You know, this brother GMS Spiritual Forecast dropped 1 Corinthians 9:25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain the corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. That's right, brother. Beautiful precept. Temperate. That means to exercise self-control. Temperance that's a key aspect of wisdom right there, man. Go the extra mile, man. You see? Hey, an apostle that roughly paraphrasing, I forget, I believe he mentioned it a couple of times, but that whether he was there or not to do the right thing, you know, much more in my absence, like basically it shouldn't have to be brothers over us trying to get us to do what's good for ourselves, man. But yet at the same time, the Lord knows Israel, man. At the end of the day, all of us can be stubborn at times, and I'm applying it to myself. So the Lord has set up men to get on our asses about shit, man. But really we should want to do the things to progress. We should want to go harder, man. We should want to put our best foot forward, man. That's progress. Pro and gress basically goes back to walking, man. How you gonna walk if you don't take steps? I'm just standing here, but I want to progress. No, it don't work like that. You got to take the steps to progress. There's a method to success, man. It doesn't just fall in your lap, you know. There's a methodology to success, and a lot of brothers out there have businesses, and they can tell you they had to build it. They had to build it from the ground up. They had to make the right connections. They had to humble themselves, and after a while, the Lord opened it up to where brothers can make a decent living. Now that's applying to the business world, applying it in its truth. We're supposed to continue to strive, man. All right, striving for the mastery, you know, and striving lawfully, not to try to jump ahead and skip steps. Because when you skip steps, what happens? Then you got to go back, and you end up having to do more work anyways. You know, well, I took a shortcut. No, there ain't no shortcuts in this thing, man. See, a lot of guys thought that they had the shortcut, and what happened, man? They fell out. See, about things the right way and not be complacent. Keep progressing, keep moving forward, keep taking them steps, and just focus on what we can do today. What can we do today to serve the Lord better, to be better servants? All right, to become better men. What can we do today? And well, notice I'm saying we because I'm of course including myself in this, man. Complacency is a demon that tries to attack all of us. We don't want to be stagnant. We want to keep getting better. Okay? Because we want to become, we want to receive salvation. We're striving to become gods. All right, we're striving to get back into a godly estate. So we got to act like it. Hey, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Again, I'm in transit, so I don't have I can't read precepts, so I don't want to just be ranting. But Lord's will, the message was received with clarity, and Lord's will, it makes sense, man. All right, Lord's will, it makes sense. So with that, all praise, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, Shalom, Mabarakathamah to the hopeful elect, and Lord's will, I catch up on the next one. All right, Shalom.